What's up, YouTube? Right now, I'm going to do something I haven't done in 28 years, which is change my own oil. It was my very first job when I was 15 years old. I probably shouldn't say the name of the company because there's a story to this that it probably wasn't good to put out there like this. I'm going to tell you anyway, but I'm just not going to mention the name of the company. I actually enjoyed that job. I learned a lot, but I didn't know anything about cars. I just needed money and I needed work. Anyway, all that aside, I'm going to go through what I remember to do an oil change with, and hopefully I don't mess up, and kind of tell you some of those stories so you guys can laugh at me once again. It's in. It's crooked. We'll be safe. So now I'm between hot and cold. Yes and no. In and I'm out. I forgot the rest of it. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Right off the bat, you can see what kind of oil you should use. You can always look at the owner's manual, right? And because we live in the year 2025, we can Google it, we can chat it, chat GPT, and we can call a friend. There you have it. There's your law. Now that that's done, we're gonna go underneath and loosen the drain pipe. Drain pipe? Plug? So I think this is the drain plug. No, it's not. This side, that's the plug right there. You don't save a lot of money changing your own oil, but you do avoid them making mistakes and costing you money in the end. Oh, that's smack talking. They used a copper one. Oh my gosh, these people. All right, let's get to work. I need a smaller socket. Oh, son of a gun. There we go. So the right size for a 2016 is 1/2 inch. From what I remember. Oh. You want to put some pressure on the socket, or not the socket, the bolt. Because if you just pull it out right away, it's going to splash over. So you want to put pressure and then like yank it away. I don't know if what I said is what I meant to say, but whatever. You definitely did it really tight. Oh gosh, tough. Hopefully catch this. So I'm twisting it off while I'm pushing down on it until I feel it's loose completely. There we go. Ah! Perfecto. Well, for the most part. Okay, so we'll let that drain. So while that's draining, I'm going to remove the oil filter. I forgot to mention the other reason I removed this was to release some air to allow it to flow out faster. I'm only going to need to use this if the person who put that on did something nuts and put it on crazy tight.
You're good?
Yeah, let's see if we can get this. For this, I should move the pan over because this is going to get kind of messy. We're getting the drip in there. Don't like doing this left-handed. I've messed up my wrist from so many left hooks done incorrectly. So you want to take some of that oil, put it on the lip, and then you look to make sure that the rubber did not come off of this and still stuck up there. this copper washer, replace it with the one Honda recommends. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. There's a way we did things as the employees for the customers, and there was a way that the guys I worked with did things for their own personal cars. And I remember them always pouring oil at this stage to kind of push out some of the other oil, and then you block it up, and then you put the fresh oil in. I don't know how big of a difference that makes. Anyone watching this that actually does this and understands it better, could you let me know? And anyone else who's watching this, I think it'd be helpful for everybody. But yeah, I'm gonna let that continue to drip. I'm gonna clean up everything under there. This van's been good to us. Make sure there's no unwanted debris inside of this. Oh boy. It's too big. Oh, I probably scared the crap out of her. She wasn't scared, she wasn't terrified, she wasn't nothing. I could have been dead underneath this car, screaming, and not even have gotten help. She's coming. Forgot I was recording and I just went to it, and then I forgot that I was pouring, and then I kept pouring. Hopefully I didn't use up too much oil. Time to go under the car one more time. So I am taking a little bit too long with the recording and all that stuff. That now there's the snow melting, dripping everywhere, so everything's getting soaked. So we're gonna put this washer on this, plug it up. That was just the fresh oil, so like it's looking pretty good. I just wanted to remove any kind of extra debris or junk that might be stuck somewhere. Now that I plugged that up, clean around here. I don't like the way that oil looks over there though. It's gonna be hard to get this, but maybe the camera will get it. I'm gonna do the oil filter now, and then I'll come back down and tighten this. Just tighten it right now. That's gonna be a fun part where we put this oil into the empty container of the new. So I'm gonna put, not the whole thing, but just enough to be almost the whole thing. There's gotta be a better way to say that. But my nose and my lip is numb, so that's how it's gonna be said. Once I lower the car, get it to run, and the oil's moving everywhere, I'll check the dipstick and then see if we need more oil. It'll be a lot easier to add at that point than it would be to lift this thing and drain more. Wait. That bad, man. Round 2, fight, son of a gun. All right, so one thing I'm gonna do after this, I'm gonna find a long funnel with a big opening so that I can not have to be so accurate, because this is driving me crazy. It was this nice little gun, you just plug it right in, pew! And on the back of the gun, it just showed you how many liters were going in, and you just stop. So nice and easy. I actually enjoy this kind of stuff. I don't know if I enjoy it as much when I have to record and do this, but like if I just spent some quiet time in the garage and did the oil change, I think it'd be nice. Even with it cold like this, I like this stuff. I know what I should have done, but I'm not hearing anything. What I should have done is put more in after it's sealed, waited a few minutes to see if there's any leaks. Right now, with all this going in, if there is any leaks, that's gonna be a horrible mess to clean up. I do have to remove more snow now that the van's out the way. So I'm gonna do that, lower the van, let it run, and see how much more oil it needs. All over the floor, I can't tell if that's water, snow, or oil. It's making me a little bit sad, because this is gonna be my gym. Life happens. Since the van is not actually flat, I won't get a good reading on the oil, so I'm gonna go put it into the driveway. Not driveway. Go put it into the street, measure it from there, and if it's good to go, then we gotta reset the oil alert, and we're done. Definitely needs more.
Oh, gross. Gosh, that's black. Dang.
Now this is something I've never done before, so we're gonna figure this out together. Get this thing on. Don't judge me. I've been busy with work and everything. I ran it past the oil life percentage. Okay, so from what I remember reading, press and hold this for 10 seconds. All right, and then we're gonna cycle through looking for the oil change. There it is. Press and hold it. Now that it knows this is what we want, another 10 seconds. Bam, we done did it. Okay, so that oil change wasn't too bad. Not exactly what I had planned. I was planning to tell you all a story about how naive and young I was and the learning curve and the amount of burns that I had and all these other. But I also have a website that's kind of like an actual blog. And on there, I will go ahead and tell the story more in detail. If any of you are interested, I'll just put the link down in the description. Some things that I was not expecting was, of course, the snow. Woke up this morning, it was snowing, and it's still snowing now. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Other than that, I mean, if it wasn't for recording, it would have been done a lot faster. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun with it. It's starting to feel a little better. Can't wait for more videos to get done so that I can get more comfortability with this camera and talking to it, even though there's no one around. How to capture certain angles as I'm doing this and when to talk too much or to not talk enough. That's why you as the viewer telling me is like, hey, that was too dark. You should use lighting. Maybe don't record it like that. This goes on too long. No one really wants to see that, even your own family. So like feedback is going to help me improve, and it's going to help me kind of guide this channel to the direction that I want it to a lot quicker than if I'm just troubleshooting it on my own. I hope that makes sense. But thank you, and we'll see you next time.